Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts, and toy collectors? This is Odie, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel. So as you can see here today, we have another episode of Odie's Junk Heaps. Haven't done these in a long time, probably over a year actually. So I'm going to try to do these a little bit more often again. So this one, what are we talking about? Well, obviously you read the header and that's why you're looking at it. This is the Hot Wheels DC Comics Hawkman. Kind of quick little review here. Why am I showing you this? Well, I think it's super cool. I've never even shown you a review on any of these DC ones. I've done a couple for Star Wars now, I believe, and I've done one for a couple for Marvel. But I just thought I'd show you this DC one. This is probably the coolest one in terms of gimmicks. No other one I've ever seen that does anything really. They're all kind of standalone. This particular one here, as for example, as you can see, there's a Batman, Man of Steel, and the Joker, and they don't do anything. They just, they're cool cars or whatever, and they're all fantasy, obviously, based, but they don't do anything. So, now that you've, obviously clicked to watch this, so here it is opened. Very cool car. I really like it a lot. It's kind of basically it's kind of like a funny car, obviously, which is pretty cool. It has two different type of tires, which I thought it was very different too compared to some of the other ones. And obviously, it makes sense that it has to be a funny car. So obviously, they gave it the thinnest tires. I forget what these are called. These are obviously your typical 5-spoke red lines, which is really cool too. The fact that they did red lines. So here's his cockpit where the person would sit. Obviously, the engine. And then, that's your typical body, whatever. This is metal. This is plastic here. Now, the coolest thing about this one in particular is the fact that because it's Hawkman, it does have wings. So when it's gonna do its funny car thing, it just, whatever, straight down the ramp or whatever you want to call it. But when it's going to fly, you just basically take your thumb, open that up, and it has wings, which is really cool. So I'll bring that up so you can kind of see it. And there you go. So there's your Hawkman dragster, which is pretty sweet. There's his logo, which is really nice and prominent. You can definitely notice what it is. Two of his awesome weapons. His main one, his mace. Let me get that a little bit closer there for you. And then he has his hatchet, which is really cool. Now the inside of this, as you can see, they did a pretty decent job. You can tell they're supposed to be feathered wings, as you can kind of see there. So they made it. They did I think, a really good job on this particular model. It definitely, it's Hawkman. The more than anything, obviously not the body, but the wings. So they could have done something a little bit cheesier, but this is the cheese that we got, and I think they did a really good job. I think this is a sweet little car. Very hard to find. The first one that you saw there in package, I probably picked up well over half a year ago, and it wasn't until recently that I was able to find this one. Now that I found this one, I've never been able to seen any of these in like a Target or Walmart ever. But now that I bought my second one, I went back to Stop and Shop recently, and they had a couple more again. I'm like, oh my God, it literally took well over half a year to be able to find my second one, and now there's extras out there, so that's kind of cool. So again, that gives other people the chance to find it for themselves. So that's very nice. So again, I wanted to give you this kind of quick little look into the Hawkman vehicle. Again, probably my favorite out of every single DC one. And I started buying the DC ones because of Batman, because I get all the Batman vehicles. And then I said, you know what, let me just get the rest because I'm a completist and whatever not. But yeah, I gotta say this is definitely my #1 favorite of all the DC characters in terms of the vehicle. Not the character himself, I think he's really cool, but in terms of the vehicle, it's my favorite one. So again, just wanted to give you a quick look on this guy. As always, guys, thank you so much for viewing. I do definitely appreciate it. Please rate, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I will see you guys later. Peace. Later.